Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working? How?
Who is that?
Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face on Channel 1 Television.
And hello, welcome to What the Papers Are Saying.
This be football made in Ghana. It be the only pidgin show where it day on your screen. Channel 1 TV.
Thank you so much.
Some people are late. You know, they have to catch up. City TV is now Channel 1 TV. You understand?
This is Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face on Channel 1 Television.
And hello, welcome to What the Papers Are Saying.
This be football made in Ghana. It be the only pidgin show where it day on your screen. Channel 1 TV.
Thank you so much.
Some people are late. You know, they have to catch up. City TV is now Channel 1 TV. You understand?
This is Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change. From the days of the Department of National Lotteries to those of the National Lottery Authority is a story of great transformation. Nanatifo Boateng brings you conversations with the team behind the modern look of the National Lottery Authority.
I told them about my honesty, that from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'm not here to talk politics.
Right.
I'm here to talk revenue. I'm here to increase revenue. And I told them that I'm also here to make new friends.
Okay.
So if you want to also make a new friend, you have a new friend in me.
From the modern gaming methods to the Caritas Lottery platform to the Good Causes Foundation. Catch this episode with the National Lotteries Authority only on Channel 1 TV.
Hello, this is the Election Bureau. You're welcome to the Channel 1 newsroom, live from our studios at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Teshie here in Accra. My name is Charles Owusu Kumi. Coming up. President Akufo-Addo vows zero tolerance for threats to Ghana's democracy ahead of the December elections.
The sovereign will of the Ghanaian people will be upheld, and any attempts to disrupt the peace or undermine the democratic process will be met with the full weight of the law.
Also coming up, fierce battle for Ledzokuku as NPP's Dr. Bernard Okuboy challenges NDC incumbent MP Benjamin Ayiko in heated campaign ahead of the December polls.
Development go yano. Eya no like Teshie angme for she like politics.
Then you vote your skirt and blouse strong.
Oh, vote to skirt and blouse.
Nye me MP ko make an use like na ganye chair for kanye we home.
Oh, no is mass because Teshie me wo ye ni fun. Ke akwelo ba gba na fi no besana abolish boko na ke moko klaba.
Also in the bulletin, residents protest Health Ministry's plan to suspend services at Teshie Community Clinic in the Greater Accra region amid renovation plans.
It's really going to affect us seriously in the sense that some people will know you are in a fishing community in the slum areas. People might even get their national health insurance card. Maybe you might only get about 50 cedis on aim to go to the hospital. But if we relocate the person out of the jurisdiction, then even the 50 cedis the person is having has to use it on transportation, which is very bad. At the end of the day, it's going to cost most of their lives here in the community.
And later, government assures French businesses to stay in the country amid tax reforms and further assures relief from GRA issues.
France Chamber of Commerce has continued to play. We've had discussions with you and with your members. You have complained about certain issues that are not enabling for businesses, that are not enabling for investment, as a result of which some businesses have relocated to other countries. I want to appeal to you to continue to stay in Ghana.
Grateful for your company on the Channel 1 newsroom. Let's begin today's bulletin with some election-related stories. Now, President Akufo-Addo has issued a strong warning affirming that the state will not tolerate any attempts to undermine Ghana's democracy during the upcoming elections. Speaking at his final address during the National Best Farmer Awards before the end of his tenure, the president emphasized his commitment to ensuring peace throughout and after the December elections. I was present at that event and filed this report. Ghana's democracy is often regarded as one of the most admired on the African continent. However, the tragic deaths of 8 people during the 2020 elections remain a dark stain that has yet to be fully addressed. With another election on the horizon, calls for collaboration among stakeholders to ensure a violence-free election have intensified, with the Peace Council leading efforts to bring together key parties in a peace pact. In his final address at the National Farmers' Day, the president reiterated his dedication to safeguarding the country's democratic integrity.
We approach the 2024 general elections. Let me make again one thing absolutely clear. I am unwavering in my commitment to free, fair, and transparent elections. Ghana's democracy is a treasure we have all fought to build, and it is a legacy that must be protected. The sovereign will of the Ghanaian people will be upheld, and any attempts to disrupt the peace or undermine the democratic process will be met with the full weight of the law. Let there be no doubt, our democracy will remain strong and the people's choice will prevail, not that of any desperate, ambitious politician or party.
Additionally, the president announced an increase in the producer price of cocoa.
On the advice of the Producer Price Review Committee, I announced an increase of the producer price of cocoa from 48,000 cedis to 49,600 per ton. or from 3,000 cedis per bag to 3,100 cedis per bag. This is a result of my instructions to the minister to ensure that as the market changes, there are periodic reviews to restore farmer incomes.
Awards were given out in various categories, including livestock farmers, crop farmers, and fishers. Regional winners were also recognized. On the national level, Ransford Kwekutopa from Ayensuano in the Eastern region placed third and received a tractor with implement. Nassam Fuseni from Yendi was named the first runner-up, also receiving a tractor, plow, and a boom sprayer. The highlight of the ceremony was the announcement of Nana Owusu Kumi, a 70-year-old farmer from the Teshie Central District in the Ashanti region, as the national best farmer. Nana Owusu, who started his farming career 50 years ago, now owns North American farms which employs 168 workers and grows a variety of crops including cocoa and cashew. He was awarded 1 million Ghana cedis as part of his prize. In his acceptance speech, the national best farmer emphasized the need for greater efforts to ensure food security.
If you will survive as a country in the fast developing world, then we have to be able to produce what we eat at all levels of production. I wish to also call on the rich and wealthy individuals as well as corporate organizations to consider investing in agriculture industry in the country. A place where you are sure of getting returns on your investment if done right. It is also important to know that to mitigate impending threat to food security, advanced farming equipment and techniques will be needed to boost production, i.e., irrigation systems, better seeds and inputs, planting materials, and so on. I therefore call on the government to take the necessary steps to support farmers with the right equipment and to develop policies aimed at making Ghana a food production hub for the sub-region.
Overall, about 17 farmers received various awards at the national level. Now, central to this celebration was the call for climate-resilient agricultural policies to ensure long-term food security. Now, President Akufo-Addo took the opportunity to announce an increase in the price of cocoa and also announced a tertiary education scholarship program for the children of cocoa farmers. For Channel 1 News, my name is Charles Owusu Kumi. Now, NPP flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has emphasized that the free senior high school policy was introduced with the aim of assisting the less fortunate. During his campaign in the Asante Akim Central Constituency, Dr. Bawumia highlighted that the policy was designed to break down educational barriers for the disadvantaged. More details follow in this report. Dr. Bawumia's tour on Saturday took him to Asante Akim, Bosomefreho and Oforikrom constituencies. Prior to the trip, the NPP flag bearer joined party faithfuls to bid farewell to the late NPP constituency chairman for Nchaeso. The team then headed to Asante Akim Central, where there has been brewing tensions between the camp of the MP, Kwame Enyumedu Entry, who is also the parliamentary candidate, and his competitor in the NPP primaries, NEIP boss Kofi Ofozun-Kansah. Kofi Ofozun-Kansah has consistently accused the MP of deliberately skewing election results in the constituency during internal elections. The camp of the MP has also accused Kofi Kansah of derailing his campaign efforts. Dr. Bawumia, however, urged party faithfuls to remain resolute and work together for victory 2024. Addressing stakeholders, Dr. Bawumia stressed on the rationale behind some government policies like the free senior high school policy.
Unipa enyan nimtie enindi na yeka se sede na ekono na nipa bebre ya nkwara no bebre ntimi nko senior high school ebedani se sikafo mana na wo mutimi ko enhiafo ba omo ntimi nko na ye bana sa no a ye beka ikire because enhiafo omo do so sin sikafo
At Bosomefrem, Dr. Bawumia promised to address their road challenges.
Minim say the ahamupa mwakwan. The ahamupa mwakwan. Enti me pese me ba na me be siese kwan na bebia ayetum konta e da ho bebia amamo me ba na ba bebu akonta amamo enti mom fastiano emame mom fastiano emame mom fastiano emame na me foye ejuma no mamo.
NPP Ashanti Regional Chairman Bernard Enchibuesiakun expressed confidence in the party winning the polls decisively.
Abano, you are winning one touch. Abano, me say the winning is in our side. Me say December 7th. Me say December 7th. December 7th. The winning is in our side. We are winning. Tell somebody that we are winning. We are winning. We are winning. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia is going to be the next president for the Republic of Ghana.
Still with the NPP, First Lady Rebecca Akufo-Addo has voiced her confidence in the leadership qualities of flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, affirming that he has the skills necessary to lead the nation, including on the international stage. She encouraged Ghanaians to support him in the upcoming elections, highlighting his capability to carry on President Akufo-Addo's legacy. More details in this report by Channel 1 News' Ni Ayikwe Okai.
In a gathering with Wulome and Asafo Acheme of the Ghana State, the First Lady took the opportunity to thank them for their support over the past 8 years of her husband's administration and outlined her contributions as First Lady.
Olebu, over 80-90 years and never had a people. Or they have a children's ward or children's blog. She have people. Any Kebi na for ame wa hela kamebaya. Ekobe. Miji money ba manakai department of the arts department. Melekele pejeme imagine ameke ingbe wo hije ni ka ameke gba wo shimima. Kole bueno kote minfiewe lehu ma hostel ke ha beke bi ni cancer yo ame ni akame ba kole buna pa akame jo hefia ikeba Ghana fe me ko be ka me ba mele ni ame ba ke ama kame biba kole buwe no anteje ko pe mami le ke papa makala akamo agowe na keni ni amekami baiwe ake mbomode ni wame keke si in the end me money efe 50 no bed facility hostel can have childhood cancers baby kame families ama them free.
Rebecca Akufo-Addo also appealed to Ghanaians to vote for Dr. Bawumia in the December polls, highlighting the importance of building on President Akufo-Addo's achievements.
Dr. Bawumia ni denche. Dr. Bawumia ni denche. Dr. Bawumia esa. Dr. Bawumia ebe size. No, amade nega akalakanye. Dr. Bawumia ba chano beba fefeni. Dr. Bawumia yes yo wana kwekona. Dede ya no moshia president abawole president. No nega le chowodi. Eka chowodi kra vote ojoba number 1 Dr. Bawumia. Dr. Bawumia, number 1.
Let us now head to the camp of the NDC. Member of Parliament for Ewutu Senya West, Gisela Tete, has vowed to resist any attempt by the opposition New Patriotic Party candidate to rig the upcoming elections in the constituency. The NDC MP emphasized that the people of Ewutu Senya West are determined to break the tradition of one-term MPs and are committed to supporting her for a second term. She reaffirmed her intention to safeguard the will of the electorate. Central Regional Correspondent Charles Owusu provides more details in the following report.
Gisela Tete Agbutwi, the MP for Ewutu-Senya West, has raised concerns about alleged attempt by some members of the New Patriotic Party to manipulate the parliamentary elections in favor of their candidate, Eugene Ahim. Although Ewutu-Senya West has a history of electing MPs for only one term, Agbutwi says that the people of the constituency have assured her of their continued support. As a result, she is determined to fight any effort by political parties to alter the democratic process and undermine the will of the voters. Speaking after former President John Dramani Mahama's visit to the region as part of his 3-day tour, Agbutwi expressed confidence that she would make history by becoming the first MP in the constituency to secure a second term.
First, I'm making it public. And in politics and intelligence speaking goes together. I know what my opponent intends to do and how he intends to rig the election. And I'm putting it on record and stating as a matter of fact that if he tries, 1 + 1 must be equal to 2. Not must be equal to 5. That's all I will say. A lot of my programs are centered on caring. It's either got to do with health, it's got to do with their own well-being, it's got to do with skills training, it's got to do with compliance. I just want to get certain things right in this constituency. And unfortunately, because everybody has a 4-year term, we all come and want to do things very quickly, and you cannot execute your medium-term plan. So my prayer, and I'm explaining to the people that I think that after having 7 different members of parliament, I think that it is time to let one person continue. If the person continues and does not perform, you have the right to remove the person. But I think that we should be given that chance. And the people understand where I'm coming from because they've seen that from day one. I've been working for them. I work on infrastructure, on our roads. I work on electricity. I work on water. I work on health issues, a lot of them, a lot of interventions in health. I work on education. There's so much more that we have to do for our people.
On the second day of his tour in the central region, John Dramani Mahama also visited Isikuma Odobimbrakwa, where he called on the people to support Alhaji Kobna Gansa, the NDC candidate, for another term. Mahama urged voters to reject the MPP, criticizing their leadership as incompetent and highlighting the need for a change in the region.
Make us say, Onankasa and the Kakra, AC Polyclinic, 30-bed polyclinic, Send a bear, a Bemaya Pupode, Akunim. Nasanyamia don't near back. The best on the most polyclinic, not Yano Hospital Preco, Baby, MP not any Modiano. My just say AstroTurf no musi wo. Enti baby omo MP kwa eno musi. Enti a manifesto we are tro say constituency bia MPP ashada ya ma omo AstroTurf. Ni aka nyina ya yet be to yeso ni abe AstroTurf na ma.
The Member of Parliament for Ewutu-Senya West, the Honorable Gisela Tete Agbutwi, says the party in the constituency will resist any attempt to rig the 2024 elections in favor of the MPP. Carvis Tete, Channel 1 News, Ledzokuku.
You are watching the Channel 1 newsroom on Channel 1 TV. Still to come. Fierce battle for Ledzokuku as NPP's Dr. Bernardo Koboy challenges NDC incumbent MP Benjamin Ayuku in heated campaign ahead of the December election. Stay with us, we have details of that and others coming up shortly.
John, mema wakwaba.
Yeah, say.
Alhaji, mema wakwaba.
Yeah.
John, I had a bro, one on them.
I really am a gun and Tina Menemo, and then break a crane Mijano. Don't know anything of my Masaba.
Alhaji, Abi Abreu.
Yo, me da say. Mo amonim, tamana ama wa ahochire mo miana na meboaboa ne kakra. Na se say de my crowd say me pese me be ware no. Na me ko siesie no. Na me man san gina ne na aso biom. No ye kra behwe.
Yo, abusuafo, yes sempa. Yo, Amagana. Wasumo.
Mentumi ensan mechi. Sho bread baby a wo de me famwe. Amane hu. Baby. Mentumi biom. Forward ever, backwards never.
John, wo okwan a wo de me be fa so. Ahochire, ekom, dum so. Hwa me nana ni. Ya free SHS ya ba ya. Komo anya school anko. Edeke ya o ma yefe.
Ase o ma sesan be shobo. Sa ahomache tu okro kokra. Meko band, na makwa ko yiska. E de abra magana. Na magbo ni getire ama na starting kokon ketenkete.
Hey!
Akunta, you are still incompetent.
2% side mama abrabo eto chacha to say aviator. There be emaso.
Alhaji has also promised us jobs through digitalization. Ejimambe busise.
Alhaji de metenso a ne masore. Emiri bia mekani abesano. Otimi to kanea light e woni phone so. E ma me ba bia wonam bia. Yo Amagana. Enya me me ware amawo. Alhaji ni John Suni, wa chusu.
No Ababa said. Eye Alhaji number 1.
Alhaji number one.
Esuro.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink at a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva Pacto and Tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
Introducing Rexona Non-Stop Protection 72-hour antiperspirant with breakthrough microtechnology that forms a stronger sweat barrier. Tested to the limit, even during the most intense workout.
Still clean, dry, and fresh for longer.
Try the new Rexona 72-hour non-stop protection for clean, dry, and fresh underarms every day.
Get ready.
Every objection against you is hereby dismissed.
For Impact 2024 with the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, Reverend Dr. Eastwood Anaba, Apostle Joshua Selman, Apostle Isi Igeneba, Bishop Dr. Bernard Ojiri Asari, and Reverend Dr. David Entry. November 24th to December 1st, 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. daily at Action Chapel International, Prayer Cathedral, Dominion Arena. For inquiries or pass information, call 059-230-0069.
Dr. Baumian once said,
"We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast."
In 2020, we will promise an airport and a harbor. Fast forward to today, absolutely nothing. Sure working. Vote John Dramani Mahama for president. Trustworthy, honest, and reliable. Vote for change. Choose the umbrella. Vote John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
Welcome back to the Channel 1 newsroom. Let's do some election-related stories. Now, members of the New Patriotic Party and the National Democratic Congress in the Ledzokuku constituency have intensified their campaigns for the parliamentary seats ahead of the December 7 election. The race for the Member of Parliament position in the constituency is between the incumbent MP, Benjamin Nate Ayuku, and former MP, Dr. Bernardo Koboy. City News' Philip Nielatis sheds light on the constituency in the following report.
The Ledzokuku constituency is one of the most vibrant and diverse constituencies in the Greater Accra region. According to the 2020 Electoral Commission's data, this constituency has a total of 151,475 registered voters spread across 12 electoral areas, which are West Akroma Diopo, East Akroma Diopo, Ni Ashite Akonfra, Okesekon, Abolebu, Suchuno, Agblizan, Triblo South, Triblo Central, Triblo North, South Teshie Estate, and North Teshie Estate. The constituency is home to significant institutions and landmarks such as Southern Command of the Ghana Armed Forces, the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, and several industries. It also features popular neighborhoods like Teshie Estate, Matechuru, Greater Estate, Teshie Kamtu, Manet, Triblo, Tebibiano, and Laskala, among others. The political history of Ledzokuku shows a strong preference for the National Democratic Congress (NDC) in presidential elections, as the party has won in 6 out of 8 elections conducted since the Fourth Republic, specifically in 1992, 1996, 2008, 2012, 2016, and 2020. The New Patriotic Party (NPP), however, has managed to secure the seat in the constituency only twice, in 2000 and 2004. Occasionally, smaller parties such as PPP, NDP, and GUM have also fielded candidates in the area. In 2008, the presidential race favored the NDC, with John Evans Atta-Mills obtaining 41,359 votes compared to the NPP's Nana Adudankwa Ekufuado, who had 31,603 votes. In the second round of 2008 elections, Professor Mills extended his lead, garnering 44,652 votes, while Ekufuado polled 31,684 votes. In the 2012 election, John Dramani Mahama of the NDC won the constituency with 53,710 votes, while Nana Adudankwa Ekufuado of the NPP received 40,662 votes. In the 2016 elections, Mahama again led with 44,406 votes, while Ekufuado closely followed with 43,956 votes. In the 2020 elections, Mahama continued his winning streak in Ledzokuku with 59,096 votes, while Ekufuado received 50,530 votes. The constituency has a unique tradition of electing a new member of parliament in every election since 1996, with the exception of Ni Ajay Boysikan, who won in both 1992 and 1996. Voters here are also known for skirt and blouse voting, where they vote for a presidential candidate from one party and a parliamentary candidate from another.
Because development go yano. No like Teshie for politics.
Then you vote to skirt and blouse strong.
Oh, vote to skirt and blouse.
MP usually
oh, no, it's mass because Teshie me uniform. Ke akwenu bagba na fio no besana abolish boko na ke moko klaba.
No ni you no ni to mi na gba teji. Ke skirt and blouse e pion wo ma e pion wo.
Ni monimi ya botu ya oluji. Be ewo mishe. Akesa ki ya botu ya.
Chonke doctor Baomia.
Yeah. Si iye okobo e mishe. Ya ni bi pi ne fie ya mi yen. In the
2000 elections, Eddie Akitan of NPP won the seat with 21,082 votes. The NPP retained the seat in 2004 with a new candidate, Dr. Gladys Nole, who secured 33,039 votes. The NDC Ni Nortedria claimed the seat in 2008 with 42,087 votes. In 2012 election, the NDC retained the seat with a new candidate, Benita Okitibia, who polled 52,554 votes. Dr. Bernard Okoboy of the NPP entered the race in 2016 defeating Benita Okitidua with 45,259 votes. Though Dr. Bernard Okoboye aimed to retain the seat in the 2020 election, he lost to the NDC's Benjamin Nate Aiku, who won with 55,938 votes. Residents of Ledzokuku say their tendency to change MPs frequently is a way to ensure continuous development. In the lead-up to the 2020 elections, demands for good roads intensified, with calls for the completion of the Lekma Spintex Road influencing voter decisions. This demand remains high as the 2024 elections approach.
See the road linking, from this Lekma Road to the Bush Road, and then somewhere along the line to the Lekman also. That's the Kamtu Road. You know, I don't know whether they are waiting for a big masked sun to involve in accident there before they rush with their so-called ambulances. Hey, when it was 3 o'clock, what happened here? It's nonsense.
Are you saying that road is very bad?
Not bad, terrible. Very, very terrible. It needs to be fixed. You understand? But I see, if you ask them why are they not fixing it, they will not come forward and tell you exactly what the problem is.
So you are not seeing road improvement in this constituency?
Like my chairman said, about 2 or 3. But that particular one is a very, 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 very important link. That if it is completed, the whole Teshie will open up.
The upcoming December polls will be a test for the incumbent MP, Benjamin Nate Aiku, of the NDC, who faces a strong challenge from former Member of Parliament and Minister of Health, Dr. Bernard Okoboye of the NPP.
My message is simple. We all know the precarious situation the NPP government has actually led us into. We are all suffering. If you are suffering as a Ghanaian, you don't need another message. The only message you need in Teshie here is to retain Bernard Aiku. The only message you need here is to vote John Mama as we have been doing. And inshallah, we are giving the people of Teshie the assurance that this seat will be retained. This seat will surely be retained.
This time around, the people of Ledzokuku have understood us that elections is about your future. The elections is about who best can represent us well. That this town is one of the oldest towns in the country. So whoever represented should be a very strong advocate. This is a constituency made up of over 300,000 inhabitants, 170,000 registered voters. This is a constituency that when national cake is being shared, we should equally have ours. But definitely because others are also fighting for their people, you need a competent and strong person to be at Parliament to be able to lobby and bring things home.
What is the message now?
Our message is clear. That Dr. Bernard Okoboye, the parliamentary candidate, the Minister of Health, wish to come back to the constituency, contesting and to come MP to get back to projects that he started, that it has not been completed because some of them needed to be properly lobbied for at the various agencies.
Dr. Okoboye served as MP from 2017 to 2021, but lost to Mr. Aiku in the 2020 election by a margin of over 1,800 votes. In 2023, both candidates were once again selected by their parties to contest in the 2024 parliamentary elections.
By God's grace, that meat surrounding this seat after our first MP to be broken. This 8 years, almost 8 years for this government, we can see the difference. It is clear and the people have seen. And for that matter, they are going to bring His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and then Ben Aiku as the MP for this constituency.
The Minister of Health, Dr. Bernard Okoboye, says Sankofa he wants the electorate of Ledzokuku to bring him back as the Member of Parliament for the area after he lost to the incumbent Member of Parliament, Benjamin Nate Aiku, in the 2020 elections. Well, the incumbent is also hopeful that the electorate will retain him in the upcoming elections. But you know what? December 7 will decide. Reporting for Channel 1 News, my name is Philip Ni Latte.
This is the Election Bureau. Stay tuned for comprehensive and timely coverage of the 2024 Ghanaian elections. Follow us for real-time updates and join the election conversation using the hashtag GhanaPolls2024. Away from elections, residents of Teshie in the Ledzokuku constituency are expressing strong opposition to the Ministry of Health plan to suspend clinical services at the Teshie Community Clinic for renovations. Locals argue that halting these services could pose a serious risk to the health and well-being of the community. Channel 1 News' Philip Nilate reports.
An official letter dated October 18, 2024 and signed by Health Minister Dr. Bernard Okoboy outlined the need to temporarily relocate clinical services from the Teshie Community Clinic to facilitate essential upgrades. The letter noted that Teshie's growing population has placed a heavy demand on the clinic, which is currently unable to adequately serve the community due to outdated infrastructure. Although the clinic has a dedicated healthcare team, the facility itself needs improvement to handle patients' needs safely and effectively. The Ministry of Health emphasized that this renovation aims to enhance the clinic's safety and capacity, and it has directed the Ghana Health Service to identify a temporary location for clinical services. However, Teshie residents who depend on the clinic for their healthcare say the timing for the decision could lead to several repercussions for the community.
It's really going to affect us seriously in the sense that some people will know you are in a fishing community in the slum areas. People might even get their national health insurance card. Maybe you might only get about 50 cedis on aim to go to the hospital. But if we relocate the person out of the jurisdiction, then even the 50 cedis the person is having has to use it on transportation, which is very bad. At the end of the day, it's going to cost most of their lives here in the community.
The friend check no confirm. You do machine BPA and you are about any time. Can ban us a Gemina, Benima fondly. Mawa dropping, Makama leg ma. Bengbo. Shini hospital ma be and magic better than a feminine cabin to 12 o'clock and in bar. Aquami, I have no fan of mammy drip can be thing. Minto machine, okay, all won't qualify. Catanumbo. Be a name, mammy, mammy. After hospital, okay, bakum. I lay back by him, nurse and her won't qualify Catanum.
No, my chef go no. I seen an hour. Asina na kan wakula yakatwa kele samo e mo den show na ejen ndeme bo air condition free ke mama ya jame air condition ka wo mi noko e bo mo den e ma ejeme bo no ma share problem ko be e hia wo kula ya gashi kaja kuto ne mi fe tashi ma ne mi fe kaja bi ese lekma be ne ma sha lekma ngbo ni mi ani tashi ne ke ngbo awuche ami ya no.
Local assembly members in the Ledzokuku constituency argue that stopping clinical services at the community clinic without an immediate nearby alternative could disrupt access to healthcare for residents.
So we want the minister to keep his hand off in this community clinic because let's assume this thing has been demolished. It will affect the lives of the people. So if he is coming to do something, it is a good thing. But what we are telling him is that he should wait until election is done.
Thank you. Yes, it is good that today a son of this land has gotten the opportunity to be a minister of state. We welcome every development he will bring on board. But the only thing we are pleading is we've seen La General Hospital being pulled down, and 7 years down the line, our people are still suffering to get healthcare, good healthcare. We've seen La Trade Fair pulled down for so many years now. Our people used to work at Trade Fair, and today Trade Fair is no more. We've seen other projects, other places pulled down, like the place for Cathedral. So we are only pleading from all that we have seen over the years that look, if you want to build a care or you want to build a facility for us, please don't pull down this one, but rather Teshie is very big. It spans from Accra Mall. We have a place called Mateman. Teshie Zongo, Okwegono, all those places are within the municipality that needs healthcare.
When my intel was that they are going for 6 months. They'll use 6 months to renovate the place. I'm telling you, people will die. We would have casualties. So we are pleading with him, with doctor, to think about what he wants to do here. Numo Kumi III, the linguist for the Teshie Mamle in Wulomo, emphasized that the clinic renovation should remain a non-political matter, prioritizing community welfare.
Nyemeke majache mefe fa agashi mo fe mo ke ewo no ko na mi aja ka kumo e ba to mo la ni ka me ndo ko fe mo nsusumo mi pen nsusumo nke mi aka ma fe ye lagbe ni agbene clinic eden ja me ko wan wa bi ene na mo to ne like ma den che ye ni ene ye no po den che ke ni bi ko me patuba ni ke na wa fio ye mami ni wo susumo nke wa agashi ka kumo je gbene ka wa ba gbe na yo amena me wo tu ya agenye ka fe politics energy politics ni.
It will be a step in the right direction that this facility be rehabilitated. But residents within Teshie Mami are of the view that the government should reconsider its decision because it's just some few days to elections and they fear that any exercise here that may begin may not be completed on time. And this would affect them seeking health services within this particular jurisdiction. Reporting for Channel 1 News, my name is Philip Ni Latte.
Let's now put focus on Parliament. The NDC caucus has accused the NPP, led by Alexander Penyomaking, of arrogance by refusing to attend parliamentary sessions. This accusation stems from the recent standoff over which caucus holds the majority in the House. The NDC maintains that it will only relinquish its claim to majority status upon receiving a formal communication from the Speaker regarding the Supreme Court stay of execution on the declared vacant seats. Samuel Akom reports.
Thursday's indefinite adjournment of Parliament marked the second recent instance in which Speaker Alban Bagbeng has had to suspend proceedings due to the ongoing dispute over the majority status. While Central Member of Parliament Dr. Rashid Pelpo, addressing the issue on the Big Issue, a current affairs program, suggested that the NPP could be present in the chamber to raise the Supreme Court decision on the stay of execution for the 4 vacated seats. He urged the NPP caucus to use appropriate procedures instead of consistently attacking the Speaker.
Before the Speaker can say anything, we have to set a certain forum for him to do. And he's the leader and to be able to do that. He should be able to, speak to each other. What is wrong if you even come and sit in the minority place and then bring up the issue of the Supreme Court ruling and ask the Speaker to do the ruling so that they can change? And let the Speaker refuse. You cite him for contempt. You cite him for presiding over chaos or etc., etc. You've done nothing like that. You go out, you are standing behind the scenes, and then you are accusing somebody who has done nothing wrong. So far, the Speaker has done nothing wrong. He's just doing his job as a Speaker. And I think the two of them should withdraw what they have said.
Anyasoto Member of Parliament, Dr. Dixon Adomaku-Kisi, argued that it was inappropriate for the Speaker to preemptively decide the future of status of MP seats, stating that such actions could deprive constituents of their representation. Dr. Kisi also accused the Speaker of occasional political bias.
At some point in time, we all become a bit partisan. And I respect the Speaker a lot.
You think he's been partisan?
But I think that some of his decisions are being colored by his party affiliation. And I won't fault him for that. I must say that at this point, I'm troubled and almost in tears to say that I was really hoping that he would have right the wrong that Professor Michael Okwe did.
Franklin Kujo, president of Imani Africa, expressed frustration over the impasse, emphasizing the importance of cooperation from both sides to advance the country's legislative agenda.
I feel annoyed actually discussing this matter. This is a very trivial matter. If you ask me, so trivial that I don't think there's what they call a constitutional crisis. Who says there's a constitutional crisis? Over what? Over nomenclature? Over names? In any case, what are these names meant for anyway? I mean, People they move forward. We they do this kind of name thing, honorable this, honor. People are thinking about going to places and you are fighting over names. Really? Oh, Charlie. I'm surprised and disappointed at the same time. I mean, that's just my summary. I feel strongly that the whole thing is becoming a huge jokery, and I call on my good friend Akonyo Makin and his opposite number to Giorgio and then get this matter solved. This matter should not have even gone to court. For crying out loud. I mean, what is this?
CDD Research Fellow Dr. John Osai Kopon expressed optimism that the judiciary would ultimately resolve the issue. He encouraged MPs to engage in constructive dialogue to effectively address the deadlock.
With all of this going on, again, if you look at Afrobarometer, Ghanaians want more political cooperation than this acrimonious type of relationship that emerges sometimes. I think it's a reflection of the composition of the 8th Parliament, what they have seen and experienced. But if you look at the question about, should there be cooperation between opposition and government, you see a substantial increase between when the question was first asked 4 rounds ago and the most recent one. And I will still go back to the fact that you often hear members of parliament refer to each other as my good brother, my good friend, which means that even beyond their deep partisan differences, there is a reservoir of goodwill that can be tapped into to try and resolve this impasse.
It is quite unclear whether or not the NPP caucus in Parliament will trigger another recall. But until then, the stalemate may persist, with both sides not willing to yield. Reporting for Channel 1 News, my name is Samuel Akom.
Still on Parliament, former President John Ledzokuku has urged the Speaker, Alban Bagbin, to take decisive action and demonstrate strong leadership to end the ongoing parliamentary impasse. This follows tensions surrounding his declaration of 4 seats as vacant.
The solution is done.
Speaker of Parliament.
Mesreno, Sabi, Odi Panini, Oti Akunyaso, Onwaka number 3, because we are Ghana Constitutional, President, Vice President, Speaker, Chief Justice, main institutions, and Sana, Semede, more media for Abekam. Akabebusumi, Nasa Parliament, or no Speaker, so Nanimraso. Yatinsa Parliament, be our and life. In 10 years, 4 years by constitution. Yatwa banwa. Tesa bukani ya betwi. Parliament ya bebano. Womu nepwa bayi speaker. Nye yuwa. For 4 years no koplanse ya betwa babiu. Jisa sa bibia. Mra kwa mu. Kwa bibi na fiya manfo. Echonsu aye bia enenko. Nasa parliament in level to the terms of constitution. They are 4 years. So I come back, was some fine. Obako, we, as our parliamentary, na year. Almost as a parliament, no, but I don't have that wow record necessary.
The former president, was speaking to Asempa FM. This is still the Channel 1 newsroom on Channel 1 TV. Still ahead. Government urges French businesses to stay in the country amid tax reforms and further assures relief from GRA issues. Stay with us, we have details in a bit.
In the heart of our communities, change is not just a dream, it's a promise.
I don't have to worry about rising costs and taxes. Dr. Baumia's flat rate tax system is a breath of fresh air. It means I can keep more of what I earn and invest back into my business.
I've seen so many changes in my lifetime, but what matters most is to feel secured. Dr. Bawumia's initiative for the elderly is to make sure we are not forgotten. He's giving us the exact care that we deserve.
With digital skills training, I am no longer worried about the future. Dr. Bawumia empowers us to thrive in a digital world, making us ready for tomorrow's jobs.
Job opportunities are crucial for my generation. Dr. Bawumia is committed to creating job opportunities and entrepreneurship. With his vision, we can build our dreams.
Together, we can transform our nation. Dr. Bawumia's plan arranges policies. They are pathway for prosperity for every Ghanaian.
It's time for leadership that listens and acts. A vision for all of us, where every voice matters and every dream is possible. Vote Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Esoroho. Vote number 1 on the ballot.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink adds a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva Pop and Tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
Piva.
This advert is FDA approved. Every day, people have money emergencies. Ma, I need my school fees emergency. Mama, chop money emergency. Emergency. Catch it. I'm your rent emergency. Now, there's a new emergency number in town.
More money, challenge and enjoyment. At the top life we got.
Dial star 770 hash for all your money emergencies and chop life.
Dial star 770 hash for money emergencies and get easy and quick access to your money, loans and other banking needs. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hey guys, so I got this app. It's called Ayoba. It's a chat app that helps me with beauty tips and cooking tips. A super app that feeds me music and the latest sports content. I even use it for my studies. And the good news is I don't need to use my data bundle because I'm on MTN. Chale, the app just did be.
Ayoba, the all-in-one app that lets you chat, call, read, play, pay, and listen. Use Ayoba at no data cost on MTN. Download Ayoba now.
Oh, Mansa, what is happening?
Sit down.
Mansa, why is your shop so empty?
You have reminded me of my sorrow. You were with me when I went to the bank for a loan to establish this place. The bank is chasing me for their money now. The interest alone is 40% every year. I can't restock because of the exchange rate. Today the dollar is 15, tomorrow 16, and it's even getting to 17. Why? The price of an item, 1 cedi today, 10 cedis tomorrow. The numerous taxes, high electricity and water bills are killing me. I can't plan. I can't save. I can't even repay my loan. All my capital is gone. Oh! Who will save me out of my misery? I'm suffering. Where is help?
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Thank you for staying with us here on the Channel One Newsroom. Now, the government is appealing to the French business community in the country to reconsider any intentions of moving their operations out of Ghana despite current tax challenges. Finance Minister Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam assured members of the French Chamber of Commerce that steps are being taken to ease pressures and address complaints of alleged harassment by certain Ghana Revenue Authority officials. These measures are aimed at fostering a more attractive environment for foreign investors. Daniel Dromensa has more.
During the annual cocktail event with the French business community and the launch of the France-Ghana Economic Reports 2023 and 2024 held at the French ambassador's residence in Accra on Friday, Dr. Amin Adams urged French businesses to stay committed and patient in Ghana. He highlighted the government's ongoing initiatives to support and sustain foreign investment.
France Chamber of Commerce has continued to play. We've had discussions with you and with your members. You have complained about certain issues that are not enabling for businesses, that are not enabling for investment, as a result of which some businesses have relocated to other countries. I want to appeal to you to continue to stay in Ghana, because we are addressing all the issues that you have raised with me. Issues relating to taxes and harassment of businesses by tax collectors, you will notice, has been resolved. We've had to withdraw all the tax collectors who were allegedly harassing businesses from those centers of operation. And so you won't see them anymore.
The French ambassador to Ghana, Jules Amand Animbosu, emphasized the positive impact of French businesses on the Ghanaian economy, particularly through employment and wages provided to Ghanaian workers.
The future of both of our country. I'm so delighted to welcome the French business community at the residence of France in Accra for the launch of the first economic report, France-Ghana 20.
Now, the Chief Justice, Gertrude Tokonu, has ordered the reopening of courts that were shut in the Upper East region due to the escalating Boku conflict. Courts in the region were directed to shut on October 29 due to the escalating conflict in Boku after court staff and judges expressed concerns about their safety and security. Areas such as Bogatanga, Zwarungu and Bongo expressed dissatisfaction about the directive and almost immediately commenced petitioning the Chief Justice for courts to reopen, arguing they were several kilometers away from the conflict zone. A November 8 circular issued and signed by the Judicial Service Secretary Justice Sarah Pamela Cranting referred to the closure notice and added the reopening date. And that'll be all for this edition of the Channel One Newsroom. Visit our website, channel1news.com, for more information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel One TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel One TV. Download the Channel One Newsroom app on App Store on App Store and on Google Play Store. This is the Election Bureau. Stay tuned for comprehensive and timely coverage of the 2024 elections. Follow us for real-time updates and join the conversation using the hashtag GhanaPost2024. My name is Charles Owusu Kumi. Thank you for watching.